Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have not posted as much this past week and I missed my live stream on Thursday. I don't have enough subscribers yet to be able to post on a community tab, so I'm sorry if you were expecting me to be here on Thursday night and I wasn't. I did post on Instagram and Facebook. You can follow me on Instagram if you would like. It's at Megan F, same as my YouTube name. So it's been a bit of a tough week this week. I had a very sick child who was so kind, and he shared his sickness with me and with his dad. He got it from the neighbor girl. I knew she was sick and it just didn't register with me. She came over the day after I knew she was sick, and they played. He went to bed. He came into our room at about 2 a.m. and yeah, I tried to tell Greg. I was like, Emerson's beside you. I was like, honey, he's right beside you. Greg, Emerson is standing right beside you. And then nothing. I was like, psst, Emerson's beside you. And at that point, it was like, he freaked out. I don't know how he didn't hear me the friggin' 10 times I said it before. Regardless, we pulled the little boy into our bed, and at that point, we got hit in the face with the overwhelming stench of vomit. And Greg was nice enough to get up and clean him, and told him to grab another bucket because I was pretty certain we were in for a night at that point, and we were. The little guy was so tired that he literally couldn't even stay awake to throw up. He would throw up and then pass out on the bucket. And I'm glad we were there to hold him. It could have been bad if he was by himself, but in his room, his entire bed sheet was covered in puke. He, I guess, just sat up and projectile vomited all over it. TMI, don't know why I'm going into so much detail about the vomit. Really doesn't matter. Like I said, he shared it with me. I shared it with Greg. It was great. Oh, and then from the vomit, it turned to poo. So the next day, the day after his, throwing up escapade, he came to me. He's like, Mommy, my pee's brown. And I was like, your pee's brown? What? So I go and look, and I was like, no, honey, that's poo. And didn't really think much of it. I got him dressed. 20 minutes later, he comes back. He's like, Mommy, I peed my pants. I was like, no, buddy, you didn't pee your pants. That's poo. That's diarrhea. So yeah, that's kind of been what I've had my hands full with. And then on top of that, today my car got hit out front of our house and the driver fled. We were just kind of hanging out inside. I was getting ready upstairs. Greg was downstairs. Emerson was eating breakfast. Greg was cooking, and you hear this loud crash, just so loud. I'm like, what was that? And Greg's like, it was a car accident. So we run out front. There's nothing there, but our car is sitting on the sidewalk, and the rear end's just smashed in. It's like, God, really? Thankfully, the angel that was driving behind the guy that hit us followed him, got his license plate number, and then came back to the scene to file a police report. Ravina, you're an angel. I hope that there are a million more people out there like you, because you are seriously a godsend. And we filed the police report. The police figured out that the guy lives right down the street. Turns out he's 70 years old and suffering from dementia, shouldn't have been driving. He says he has insurance, but his family's out of town and he could not find any type of documentation to show the insurance. So the police said that his family will be back tomorrow or Monday, and we're just supposed to wait. Until then, it's still filed as a hit and run. And that was our only car. So we've been down to one car for a while now, because Greg's kind of in the middle of a warranty claim with his car. He had bought an alternator online, and it actually almost caught on fire. The neighbor was outside and smelled it and notified us, and thankfully Greg got out there in time, and the wires had melted and it was smoking, but there was no flames. But yeah, we're still dealing with that, and now we're gonna have to deal with the insurance, and my car is totaled. I will include pictures so you can see how lovely it looked. But yeah, that's just, I'm upset about it. It sucks to not have a car, no car. We have 0 cars in our house now, but at the same time, I'm still not that upset because I feel very blessed. I feel like my life is just a million times better than it's ever been, and our financial struggles, it doesn't matter how poor I am because I feel rich inside. I am just really happy. My relationship with Greg is great. I'm loving this YouTube thing. We're so blessed to have the smartest, coolest little dude ever. And we both have good jobs, so we'll we'll be okay. We just had a couple financial setbacks, which is normal. We're all, well, I mean, when I say we're all, I feel like I'm making a big assumption there, but I feel like a lot of us are just like on the cusp of one life event happening and being thrown into the abyss of chaos. So we'll get through. You know, we had to pay for his dentures earlier this year, which is something I haven't talked about yet, but he is willing to make a video about it on our channel, on my channel, our channel. But he, due to his drug use and genetics, had to have all of his teeth pulled on the top, and he has a full plate of dentures. And I think that's important. I think that's something that he should talk about because he's young, and it was a very hard thing to deal with, you know? Not only is it financially hard because it was like over $3,000, it's also, you know, your appearance, the way you look, and like pulling all your teeth out and then having to deal with it and like having to accept that this was mostly because of your actions. Like, oh, it is because of his actions. Like, yes, his genetics played a role. Like, his mom had to have all of her teeth replaced too, and she did not do drugs. So, I mean, it was probably going to happen eventually, but maybe not until later in life. Regardless, I just wanted to let you know that I struggled too, just like everybody else. But I'm going to be okay. We're going to be good. I will continue making videos. I'm actually just got done doing a video with Jessica Kent. I can't wait for her to publish that on Tuesday, and I'm in the mood to make some videos, so I'm going to be making a couple videos tonight, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!